So, we're going to chat a bit of golf, bit of life,
Yeah.
get deep.
Oh, come on. Let's have it.
Let's go from the top.
Yeah.
The drive, i.e. link into golf. Obviously,
I
we'll
like
go,
that.
yeah,
I like that.
but we'll start with career. What was
Yeah.
the start of music?
The start for music was actually, well, I've done gospel like singing since I was little,
Yeah,
so I've
amazing.
done in and around. I've always been singing, and then I think as I got to sort of like teenager, it then became uncool to sort of sing around things. So I got really nervous singing,
really?
or I would never sing in front of like friends or family or whatever. So I sort of lost it a bit. Then I went on telly, started running around with my top off for about 9 weeks.
A little show.
And then, but that just gave me a lot of confidence. And people say, did you use like the shows and stuff as sort of a springboard? It wasn't. I used the sort of the following and what for a springboard. It was genuinely piggybacked on the confidence that it gave me.
How did it give you confidence?
I think just it threw me in at the deep end. I was a nuclear engineer before, so it's like it couldn't have been any different. So, like, obviously, I was quite a confident person. I was 19 years old, so I was like, I was
crazy.
either confidence or clueless.
Yeah.
It was one or the other, but it gave me a bit of confidence, and then I started living with Josh, and Josh was like, wow, you need to start doing stuff with your voice, like, because I was singing all the time 100%. And whatnot. And then I went on Celeb X Factor, which was mental, and I did that to sort of understand the
industry as well.
Just the industry, because it's so alien and so
Is
different
that linked
to
with
what.
Simon Cowell?
Yeah. He was my mentor.
Really? How was that?
Yeah,
Did you speak to him much?
Yeah, there's an interesting story. I can't really tell it on camera, but it's mad.
We'll chat about it.
And from there, I sort of learned the ins and outs of music, how to structure a song, how to produce, and I'd be just chewing off the producer's ear, and just like, geez, how do you do that? What's that? And he probably found me proper annoying.
No,
but
you've got to get every bit of detail.
I just wanted every bit of detail, and then once we finished with that and that was over, I went and bought absolutely everything that was in that exact same studio, Psalm Studios in West London, in Ladbroke Grove, and I put it in Josh Denzel's. Put it in Josh Denzel's spare bedroom. I had a sheet over my head, and I'd just sit there and write throughout COVID. I just write every single day, every day, 2-3 songs.
Do you think, in a weird way, COVID almost gave you a bit of time
to
pursue that more?
Every single day I'd be writing, learning how to produce, watching tutorials, hours and hours and hours. Josh literally used to come into the room and he's just like, geez, are you going to leave your room? I'd be there from come downstairs, have a coffee at 8ish, and then I'd be there until 4 in the morning the next day, and just 4 hours sleeping and get up again.
Do you think you've always kind of been like that? As in, knowing you in golf, geezer plays every single day.
Yeah.
So you think that's in you?
Yeah,
that obsessive?
I am diagnosed ADHD, and I think that gets flung around a lot, and which annoys me because everyone sort of self-diagnoses and whatever. But it's a burden, but it's also a gift.
Yeah.
In the sense that when I'm really focused on something, I'm hyper focused and to an unhealthy degree. I think I wouldn't drink water, I wouldn't eat food. I really forget where I was and what I was doing. And then once I sort of got that sort of that base knowledge of music and understanding how things are made, I started showing it around, flinging it around to people, and then they was telling me, well, Jesus Christ, that is actually good.
Yeah.
And then that gave
another
me
boost in confidence.
the next bit of confidence is okay, now my production's working, and then signed, and then rest is history. But that's it. It came from just being in the deep end, I think, and socialising more and doing things that are out of my comfort zone, and realising, you know what, I'm not made of glass.
No, yeah.
People are gonna like it. People ain't gonna like it.
And
but I'm
probably where Love Island and all the TV shows, you're gonna get unreal feedback, but then you get the odd not one. You just knock it away, right?
I've just clocked. It's like there's 1.4 million people that follow me on Instagram. What human is made to deal with 1.4 million opinions? Not many.
No, not
so
at all.
Don't deal with them. That's what I don't.
How was your relationship with social media now in terms of trying to read stuff?
Honestly, I hate social media.
Really,
not for anything that I see in it. I just don't use it very well. My team absolutely want to kill me. Honestly, they're like, Wes, you need to post. It's been 2 months, 3 months, and I'm just like, I'm working on this and I'm working on that because I'm dialed in. But at the same time, everyone has a part of the job that they don't particularly love.
Yeah, for sure.
What I do love about it is connecting with people and seeing how supporters of my music are, like the fans can reach out, and I've got my broadcast channel and stuff. That's cool to me. But doom scrolling, Like I genuinely try and keep my screen time to about 3 hours a day, 2-3 hours. I know that might seem like a lot, but
no, but in reality it's not compared to the average person.
Some people are doing like 10, 11, 12
at least.
And I try and keep it down as much as possible.
I guess linking now into golf.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to be that now. With golf, it's fine. I can be on social media all the time.
No,
my whole algorithm.
I was
is
more
just
saying, surely initially golf almost probably gave you that where you can get away from it all, right?
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Where you're spending 4.5 hours.
This is why golf has been perfect for me, though. Yeah. I can play it on my it can be as social as you want it to be.
For sure.
So you can play with a bunch of lads, and it's amazing. Like you were just talking about Henry, and some of the different ballers and different music artists. Like I play with Tom Grennan at Centurion.
Oh, amazing.
You just connecting with tons of people over something and over some common ground. Or I can get up at 6 a.m, get out to Centurion or wherever I may be, and just go on my ones, get a buggy, or just walk it and just be
switch off,
present for a bit.
Well, all of that, like fitness, health, meditate, all that, and same for me. Like golf was always that thing where actually I can go play 9 holes, on my own, and that's my switch off time. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're not thinking about everything.
Because for me it was music, so I'd always I'd just go upstairs. I've built a studio, my gaff, and I just sit there, lock the door, and I'm on my ones and I'm just writing, or I'm producing, or thinking of something and putting my thoughts out on paper. But then this has given me, it's given me some sunlight, because I'd just be locked away in a studio the whole time. And don't get me wrong, like music's still sort of my that respite and whatever, but golf is as well. I think it's good to be able to switch up and actually just learn something new and take my frustration out on a washing machine.
Because also, when I was chatting with Matt Willis the other day, and he was saying, his hobby was his work, i.e. music.
That's the thing.
And that's hard balance.
It's
Same
tough
for me as well, because obviously, like, if I'm with Jess or my little one, it's hard to... I'm not going to go play golf on holiday. I just want to escape. So, like you, music-wise, I guess golf gives you that.
Exactly. It's because music is my work. Yeah. Or I'm writing for someone, and then I'll get too into it. I'm like, actually, I really like this. I might sell this to someone, or I might do this. But then, with golf, like, I ain't making it pro keys.
No. Well, but I don't know. You're pretty damn
good.
He's a baller.
I just always want to know what's next for me. And I think with golf, no matter how good you get, you've always got that crap shot.
Well, we've said next year, scratch.
Next year, scratch.
That's mega. In what? That'll be what, 2 and a bit years?
2 years.
2 years. That's serious. There's not many people who do that.
No, I reckon. I think it's possible, but I think
definitely.
from 6 to 0 is tough.
Very tough.
And I haven't got all I've sort of got my sort of shot selection down.
Yeah. You got your selection of.
My toolbox is very restricted.
Yes. You're good at what you do. You need to expand.
I need more.
I say it to a lot of people I teach, where it's like, if you can't play it off that lie, or that, like, do you know, if you only go to, you can only get it so close. Yeah. And that limits you.
I play Centurion on my own too much. Yeah. I've just got used to it. Right, I know I can do that. I know I can do that. I'm only using certain clubs in my bag, but then when I've come off Valderrama, and I've used every club in my bag, and every single shot was between 2 or 3 clubs.
Got field shots.
I was just like, this is different.
Yeah. That toolbox needs to grow.
It does.
Love
That's time, though, I think.
Correct. But linking, for you to be able to do that in 2 years, you're a good sportsman. Sport always been in your life?
Massively. I think that also links in with that drive question you was talking about. Is everyone in my family is like sports.
Really?
So my cousins are both Olympians, like 100-metre sprinters. Yeah.
Who are your cousins?
Alex and Ashley Nelson.
Oh, wow.
So they race for GB like 3 or 4 Olympics.
Amazing.
My brother's a footballer, plays for Derby. My uncle was 6-time world champion kickboxer. My other uncle played for Stoke. Like everyone's either.
It's the family gathering gets competitive, I bet.
Oh my God! You know when everyone says, "Yeah, we sport," and you've never been to a Nelson household. I promise you, it ain't right. There's elbows flying around on Wii bowling. You don't even need to elbow, mate.
That's so good.
Like it gets real tasty.
That's amazing.
I think, like I said, with that drive, seeing so much, genuinely like excellence, and I've always idolised my brother. Yeah. I think
he's older or younger?
Older than me. Yeah. He's been playing first team since he was 16.
Amazing.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Like last year, he played every second of every game. It was the only player, or him and another player in the league. So like, he's a proper, true professional. And to see how he treats,
you've got to be strict.
Seeing how he treats it, and you don't drink, you don't do, he just does everything right. And seeing how my cousins would dedicate the whole sort of life and shape everything around it, like seeing that and seeing how dedicated you can become and how beneficial it can become, that's made me want to dial in with everything.
I remember when we played a few holes a few months back, and you were like, you changed for touring and stuff. You changed diet, like you got serious.
Yeah, because I think you've got to treat.
If you're showing the abs off, they got to be there.
Yeah. I don't want them to throw my vest into the crowd and go, oh, how brave. Do you know what I mean? That's brave. Well done.
Yeah.
But no, like, and it is a massive part of my life, and luckily, I've been able to do a bunch of different things and try everything out. Whereas my brother was like football, cousins were like sprinting. I've been like sprinting, football, swimming, blah, 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 like I'm all over the gaff. And I think it just crosses over, doesn't it? Once you learn, it's transferable skills. But golf is the one sport I don't think there's that many transferable skills for.
No, there's hand-eye.
Yeah.
But I know so many elite sports people that come to golf and then they're like, oh my God, I can't hit it.
I think that's why people love it though.
Oh yeah,
because
you get all these big football players that I teach and know, and you'll know as well, it's like, it can make them look silly. And they don't like that.
No.
They do not like
now
that.
I need to dial in.
Yeah, it's like, okay, how can I buy the clubs,
the best
gear,
clubs, the best.
I remember you went to Toby and saw my dad's shop, didn't you?
Yeah.
And just was like, I need everything.
I need it all. I need it all. No, honestly, that happened after the first day of Madders Invitational.
Yes.
And it was, that's where it all started.
Yeah.
But remember I came and I was wearing all white.
Yeah.
Head to toe, Jay Lynn.
Absolutely
And it absolutely chucked it down, but I was like, this is the only golf clothes I had because I bought it 2 days before.
But mate, it shows that you're a talented man.
Thanks, mate.
So we chatted about that sports background, the family, everything's going. So how did you go from that to nuclear engineering? Like, where was the passion for that? Or?
So my old man was a design engineer, mechanical design engineer. So
makes sense.
it was quite inspiring. He started in the pits, like in Stoke-on-Trent.
Really, yeah.
And obviously that's tough. And he went back.
No one wants to be there.
No one wants to be there. And then Maggie happened and whatever. And then he went back to uni and he studied maths. And he did really well. Came out an engineer.
Smart guy,
then, you know what it is? He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
And he's like, he sort of explained it to me quite well. You might not be the smartest in the room, but if you work the hardest and you really, really put it in, like, you'll be surprised how far and how many doors will open for you.
And that's your like ethos now and everything.
Yeah. Well, I've actually got it tatted on me. 4 C's. It's confidence, concentration, commitment, communication, which is what my dad's always said are the 4 pillars to success. Cool. So then, obviously, he was an engineer, and I went to work experience at like this sort of engineering workshop thing and whatever, and then I went to try out a Jaguar Land Rover, which is where my dad used to work, which is in up north, Solihull, I think.
Birmingham.
And my dad worked in Crewe Bentley, so I wanted to try and apply there and whatnot, and then I just wanted to follow in his footsteps. I was like, he's done really well from this. I'm not as good at football as my brother.
Yeah.
What else can I do? I don't have the confidence to sing. Yeah. So I was just like, right, I'm good at maths, I'm good at physics, I'll figure it out from here.
But do you think deep down you never really want it?
Just because you're good at it doesn't mean it's like what you want to end up. And would I be happy in it? Absolutely. And I thought, don't get me wrong, like I loved what Dad did in mechanical engineering. I was like, but what's cooler than that? I was like, nuclear, electrical is that's cool, isn't it? Yeah. So I applied to a company called Capula, and they offered me a scholarship to, so basically they'd pay, I did 4 days a week in work, and then they pay for my qualifications on 1 day of the week. So I just did a load of work on 1 day. It was like a really full day of
just
sort of uni
studying.
But it was wicked because I had no student debt or nothing like that. So
and what is it like day to day? What did that involve?
Can't really get into it, but it's electrical. I was more electrical on that side of things, so it would be like the electrical integration systems that go into nuclear power generation.
Smart guy.
honestly,
you don't use any of it now.
Niche. Honestly, it was just like making things more efficient. Is basically was my job.
That's a good kind of way of looking at the golf scene.
Yeah, well, honestly though, science is everything, isn't it though?
Well, it's how you move.
That's why I love Bryson.
Like 100%.
That's why I love Bryson.
Did you see his interview? I saw his interview last night where he basically, because it's quite windy up at Portrush before the Open.
Yeah, he's saying about a dome.
Yeah, he wants to get a dome and he can set the wind.
Yeah.
And then test on like TrackMan or GC Quad all the numbers.
I'm all over that. So my missus was like, "You're obsessed with him." I was like, "I am obsessed with him." I met him at Valderrama, the pro-am.
Oh yeah, of course you did.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I was acting.
Yeah, you were like a 10-year-old.
If you put the video in here, it's just like, what saying? You blessed? after that, I'll show you the full video. I was like, Bryson DeChambeau!
Like a little girl.
Well, honestly, I don't get starstruck with anyone, like any footballer, any music artist, Chris Brown,
He's the one.
Justin Bieber. Met Bryson DeChambeau, I felt like a little girl, mate. I was like, oh my God.
Like, please teach me. Love it.
I think the reason I do love him as well is because it is the science behind everything.
Oh yeah.
Everything's
the numbers and the stats now is crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a track, man, so I'm watching little bits and pieces. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. But everything is just like the trajectory, the science moments about a point. There's all sorts of science in it. And when you sort of explain things to me, I'm in my head, I'm like breaking it down.
Yeah. So you're someone who's like, because everyone I teach, it's almost like you've got to teach them in different ways. You're someone who's like, if I understand it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? As in, if that dot connects to that dot, connects to that dot, and it equals this.
My old man said the same. There's a difference between knowing and understanding.
Yes.
I'd rather understand. Yeah. I need to know whys. Why does that work?
But in the long term, in golf, if people want instant success in golf, right? As they want to hit it great on the range. But I'm like, a great lesson that I give would be, they walk away and I'm confident, you know what I want you to do, and you understand why it helps you. Yeah. Because then you're going to do it long term, right?
Exactly, and I think a lot of things sort of, especially with the golf swing, link to each other. And I think when you fix one thing, it can throw something else out. And it's understanding, because I did that threw out, and that because I did that, that's thrown out.
And
instead of just going.
That journey to scratch is getting it all. So rather than hitting your irons great one day and the driver not good, it's when it all comes together.
Yeah,
it will happen.
Holy Trinity, Jesus.
I feel like you're not going to be able to contain yourself. If you see 0.0 on your England golf handicap.
I can't tell. I might put it in my bio. Honestly, I'm just going to put Mr. Zero like everywhere. You will never
just
hear
change your name.
I'm done. Yeah, it's over.
Completed life.
But then it goes into the pluses. See, it just doesn't end, does it?
No. And there's that continue.
That's what I love. I love that.
Yeah. We've spoke about how we ended up where you are now.
Yeah.
Obviously, the show's going to help build the confidence, but why weren't you almost as confident, do you think, in the first place?
I think I was confident to a degree. It was just, I just don't think I was as sure of myself. And I think I've learned to gain confidence intrinsically, I think, from bettering myself at things. Yeah. So all of these things like golf, or whether it's fighting in kickboxing, for me, sport was a tool to give myself confidence in that sense.
And was there...
Because it's like, I'd be setting goals against myself all the time. Yeah. It's like, can I do... It's like, I did BMXing for one point, I was like, can I do a 360? And until I can do a 360, I ain't good enough. No, yeah. But then, and I would be going up to there's a church at the top of my road, and I just go to the car park. I'd be like 360 every day, 180, 180, 180. And then I'd go into skateboarding, can I tray flip? Can I kick flip? Can I blah, blah, blah? And then all of these things, and it's like collecting infinity stones. Yeah. And then
was there that one moment where you're like, I can go sing in front of thousands of people now?
It was
golf link. Was there that hole in one moment?
Yeah, I think it.
Or it's that amalgamation of everything.
Honestly, I think it is like an amalgamation. I think it is just everything all together. I think after the first show, I did my first ever headline show.
Yeah, bricking it before.
Jeez, there's like 150 people. There was no one there. There was no one
but still,
there.
That's like...
No, but like 150 people, 200 people, maybe 200.
Don't play it down.
There's an extra 50 there. My first ever show, and I was absolutely bricking it. As soon as I'd come out, like everything started to feel wrong. I was like, my voice don't feel right today.
Everything started.
This don't feel right. The mic doesn't feel... Is this the same mic as I had yesterday?
Yeah.
But then as soon as I got within 30 seconds of being on that stage, I was like, this is what I want to do. I was like, this is what I want to do. Yeah. All the nerves had gone. Yeah. That's amazing, everything had gone. I just looked around and was like, oh yeah, this is it.
Like you said earlier, like you put the work in. Like, do you know what I mean? You've done everything you needed to do. It's just then...
That's, for me, putting the work in and being confident you know what you're doing. Yeah. That's where your confidence comes from.
Yeah, agreed. You've done it so many times, you've rehearsed it, blah, 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 you're like...
Just getting reps in. Getting reps in at whatever it is. Yep. But then after that, I was just like, yeah, I enjoyed this. Yeah.
Give me more.
Give me some more of that.
Unreal. I guess, rounding off, music-wise, career-wise, like where do you want to be in? Where do you see it?
And I've always, and it's a boring one, I've always said I always just want to be in and around music and happy to be working and making money and putting food on the table for family and whatever in music. But at the same time, World domination. It's got to be at it. I've got to see as much of the world.
I remember you saying was it big in Germany?
Yeah, so 40% of my listeners are from like Germany.
How does that happen?
Nice to Meet You went number 2 in Germany, which is actually a bigger territory than the UK. Obviously, UK's hometown, but the Germans, they show so much love. Like every song that I seem to put out,
they buzz over.
They buzz on it.
That's
like,
so good.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
And with this one just gone, I released a song called Yellow.
Great tune.
Most of it was actually in America and Germany, less so in the UK. It's cool. It's cool as well for me because they didn't know who I was or anything before anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I need to prove that now.
No, but they fall in love with your music.
Exactly, straight off the rip, and that's just as it is. And we did, it's cool to think that.
That is quality.
And weirdly, South Korea, geez.
South Korea?
Yeah.
Have you been over there?
No, never. But shout out South Korea. It's absolutely
is that's on the list to go over there?
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
They said you could travel so many amazing places, couldn't you?
This is what I mean. I want to see the world through music, and I think that's cool. Like being able to see different cultures, work with different artists, and see as many fans and touch as many people in emotional places. Do you know what I mean?
And lastly, question from me, because I remember when I first, SLC would have seen you anywhere, it would have been Love Island.
Yeah.
How do you look back on that experience now?
I don't know how I did it.
Really?
Yeah, because when I
low
went,
confidence-ish before, and
I think I went in.
How did it come about? How did you get on?
I was doing Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And nuclear engineering at the time. It's like the weirdest combination of humour. So I think that interest, and I think it was in my bio, and maybe one of them come to a fight or something, and they saw it. It was like, oh, do you fancy going? I was like, yeah, I'll give it a whirl. I was 19, so I was like, I've got all my holidays in.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to use them all. I'm going to use them all in one go, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I wasn't going to lose my job, going back, because it was quite a niche job.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll give it a whirl. And just went on, didn't I?
Just had a laugh.
Yeah, honestly, I think because I didn't take it serious. Yeah. I think that's why I had fun with it.
Obviously came across great, so it's like.
Thanks, man. I mean, I never watched it before. Still haven't really watched it after. I watched. You can see most of it on Instagram, can't you? Really, but I don't know. I went back in with Craig David.
Oh yes,
before my new single.
Actually, do. Love that name drop.
Craig David Wallop. No, Craig's really good pal of mine now, and I think that really sort of connects us. But going in with Craig and just the smells.
Yeah, all comes back.
He's sun cream, decking, fake tan, everything. Like I could just smell it. I was like, oh, I got goosebumps. I walked in. Craig was like, "You look like you've seen a ghost." I was just like, "How the hell did I go in here and like have a good time?" Yeah. Because now. Like it gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. I couldn't do it.
We're literally living every day like.
No, I couldn't do it. I think it's because, like, I'm confident and more sure of myself, but I'm also, well, sure of myself is the reason probably. I just know who I am and what I've become. I mean, that was 8 years ago.
Is it that long ago?
Yeah, I'm 27
That makes
now.
me feel old as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bit old, geez.
Yeah. Damn. Really appreciate your time,
geez.
We'll go play a few holes now.
Yeah? Oh yeah.
Test your golf out.
Come on, let's have
Love it. Love that. Cheers, mate.
Cheers for having us.